It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Jalen Watson dropped him defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice gain.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pacheco. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. Here's Pacheco. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They run again with Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On first down, Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Wilson. Again, that's Watkins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Freiermuth again. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And remember, that drive started back at the 2, 98 yards into the end zone to finish with that run.
And what do you think the guy who punts the ball was doing? I mean, when that drive started, he was thinking about, okay, catch it, get rid of it, right? When he's warming up in the net, don't step backwards and create a safety because he was counting on worst-case scenario. And as the drive went on, he figured...
He turned that net into a hammock.
Exactly. Give me a drink of water and let me just relax.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's go, y'all.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
The speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Pass incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Butker on for the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
This 2nd and 4.
Wilson.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the give, this is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Running left, it's Warren. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down up to the 47-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. This is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Mahomes firing complete, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Here comes Tony on the return.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Mahomes going to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And now off to the races down the right side.
Najee Harris.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
66 yards.
And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now on first down. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, 62 yards.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by a field goal. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Wilson.
Finding Watkins.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll come up now on second down. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
They picked up good yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Don't stop that motor. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go, man. Come on with it, man. Let us dictate.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Wilson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.